we're about to pass it off to the promo table. We have a few guests today. We have PRSSA, AST, Hawk TV, of course, and WMCX. Here we're going to have some hot dogs if you'd like a snack or a cold drink. We have some baked goods, and we also have the promo wheel. So we're going to pass it off to Brielle, and we'll see you there. Hey everybody, we're here with Jackie D. Pasquale. She's a junior at Monmouth University, and unfortunately, her and her family have lost her house during Superstorm Sandy. Thanks for being with us today.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure.
Now, I know this might be difficult for you to talk about, but if you want to let us know a little bit about what happened during the storm, what did your family do?
Well, what happened was we were notified that we had to evacuate because I would say my house is like a block and a half away from the ocean. And we didn't think that it would be anything too bad because we've been evacuated from my house before for previous hurricanes, and the water would just, come up to our driveway. So we were like, okay, then we'll just, get the family, we'll get our pets, and we'll go to my grandparents' house in Brielle. So that's exactly what we did. And so we just set up everything, set up the pets and everything. And then, Hurricane Sandy happened, and we just couldn't believe that what ended up happening because we just did not expect that at all. We just expected it to be like Hurricane Irene, if you can remember that. It wasn't too bad.
I know. When I visited Point Pleasant, I remember that the beach completely came over blocks and blocks. I could not believe how traumatic it looked. So I just wanted to know, what exactly did you do from then on? Like, this is a good few month period now that you don't have your home. So where did you stay?
Where I did stay and where I'm currently staying is in Brielle, New Jersey with my grandparents. What else did you want?
Oh, sure. Well, you're very lucky to have your grandparents from Brielle. So now I know a lot of people have been getting some help from the government. Did your family get any help?
We got a little bit of help. I mean, we got very little help from FEMA, unfortunately, and also from our insurance companies, but it took us an extremely long time to finally get help, just filling out, paper after paper, phone call after phone call, these different meetings we had to go to. And because of that, we haven't started rebuilding our house until July.
That is unbelievable. So how did this affect you and your schooling?
Well, it definitely, I would say my GPA actually went up, surprisingly enough, but, it just really ended up making me really determined to, succeed, and I really wanted to get on the dean's list for my family, and I just put them first. So obviously, yes, I did put my family first, and, it was hard for me to come back to school initially, but, I just, tried to, bring myself back and restore everything back to normalcy for me, because this is what feels normal to me, is going to school.
Of course. And now that you said you moved into your house in July, is it a brand new home? Like, what was the first thing that you did when you got back in your house?
Well, believe it or not, we actually started rebuilding in July. I'm actually not home yet.
Okay, I didn't realize that. So you're not even in your home. So you and your family are just completely in shambles. So are you an only child? How is your family affected by this? Your parents, your siblings?
Well, I have my mom and dad, and then I have a 13-year-old little brother. And so, thank God that we're close, because Brielle is only about 10 minutes away from Point Pleasant Beach. So for my little brother getting to school, it's not too much of a difference for him. I mean, he does have to get up a little bit earlier, but I mean, it's really good that we're so close. I mean, we do have some, difficulties because our lives are so difficult from our grandparents. It came from, my grandparents' quiet home to, all of my family, my 2 dogs, my cat, and my frogs coming in, and now it's just turned into this madhouse. So I feel so bad for them, and I know that they kind of want us to be out of the home. Of course, we adore each other, but it's just gotten to that point where we're just we just got to get out of here now.
I feel for you. And also, for you to have a long-term residence or permanent residence in Point Pleasant, I'm sure a lot of people and your neighbors have been going through the exact same thing.
Oh, yeah, everybody on my block has. I mean, I would say there's only 2 people who've returned to their homes on my block, so everyone's still going through it. And, my family will probably be the 3rd family to return home, so there's still neighbors who were behind me who haven't even started rebuilding.
Well, thank you so much for coming to talk to us today, Jackie, and we're so appreciative that your family is going to be okay. Well, now we're here we're leaving Jackie Pasquale. Thank you for coming and talking to us. And now we're going to be at the promo table with Joe. Thank you. So again, I just want to remind everyone here why we are here today. It's so great to see such a great turnout, and we see that there's still a little bit of action at the promo wheel and the rest of the tables. Please do your part. We have been talking to a few people today that have really touched us, and we know now that everyone's got a story. So if you could do your part, I just want to remind everyone, if you can, if you're available from October 10th to the 12th, you do have time to log on to www.habitatmonmouth.org if you do want to be a part of it. I'm going to pass this off to Joe. He's got a family that her name is Lenny Jensen, and she lost her home, so we're going to talk about it and hear her story. Joe? Thank you, Katie and President Brown. Welcome to Monmouth University, and we're so glad that you're on board with us. As we spoke about with Union Beach, we have a lot of work to do, and it is never too late to get started. We're here till 4 o'clock, so people that are here and walking by, we're happy to have you join us. We're looking like we have a good sum of donations today. Feel free to please donate some more. Like I said, you can make a difference now. So we're going to walk over to the promo table. We have Joe and Brielle there, and we're going to see how things are moving along. Speaking of donations, we had tallied up all of the cash that we raised today from just 1 to 4, and together we raised almost $400 cash.
So give yourselves
Look
a round
at
of
that.
applause, guys. Thank you so much.
Keep the donations coming online as well.